Hello everyone, you're watching the channel Chess Beast, and this video will be all about improving the thinking system of a chess player. In this video, I'll be going to sharing some of my ideas and illustrate them in practice. Now, I have a question to you guys. The question is that, what is the main aspect of a chess game? Means, what we must remember while playing the chess game. I ask you guys to write it in the comment and the answer will be given in my next video. Okay, now this is a game between Igor Smirnov and Sugardin. Both are international grandmasters, and I'll be illustrating the games and how it out. The winner is, you will see then, you will see at the end. Okay, now white plays e4 while his opponent black plays c5, entering the Sicilian defense. White continues with knight f3 following by d6. d4, c captures d4, knight captures d4, and knight f6. Now you can see that the knight on f6 is attacking the e4 pawns. Here I'll be talking clearly about the main things that a chess player or everyone must do at the opening phase. There are three phases in a chess game. The first one is that openings, second one is the middle games, and the third one are end games. Okay, now there is a small strategical tip, very important strategical tip that I'll be going to tell you all to guys. The thing is that there are several ways by which we can protect our pawn. The first one is f3. Second one is bishop d3. Third one is queen e2. And the last is knight c3. Okay, now in this position, while finding the correct move, we should use a principle called the principle of least activity. According to this principle, we must move the least active piece with maximum place. So, in the options which we were given, first let's see at f3. Okay, it is not a good move at the opening stage because it will not help in the development of pieces. Next move, bishop d3. Oh, this is a bit okay move, means a decent move, but it is not the least active piece. Even queen e2 is also quite active. So the knight on b1 was not active at all, means it was the least active piece. So you must move the knight. By this way, playing the game this way will improve your skills a lot. Okay. The next is that there are three phases, means three main tasks that you have to do in the opening stage. Many strong players do not do this and they are shattered easily. So, I will opening this three secrets of Grandmaster Steve that are first one, in an opening we must develop our pieces. The first importance is to develop our pieces. The second importance is to castle, means the king is the important thing in the game, and protecting our king must be, what to say, must be our main task. And the last thing is that we must connect the rooks. How can we connect the rooks? We must connect the rooks by moving the queen. And I will explain to you in detail about this. The next move, a6, bishop e3. So this was due to the concrete preparation in the game. e5, attacking the knight d4. Knight f3, bishop e7, bishop c4, the least active piece to the most active square. Then castles. Then castle. White castles. Now white has completed two of its main tasks in the opening. The first thing is that all the white's minor pieces are developed. Second is the king is safe as the white has castled. Third thing that it should do is that it must move its queen and connect its rook. Okay, how can it do that? So, black played bishop e6, attacking the bishop. Now, there is an important thing is that we must keep pressure in a game. What? You must keep pressure in a game. How can white keep its pressure? White can keep its pressure by not entering into an exchange but allowing the opponent entering into an exchange. There is a small tip that I like to give. While there is an equal exchange, don't go to capture, but wait patiently and allow them to capture you first. By this, you will gain an advantage. Okay, now you guys will know, keeping the tension or the pressure, anything you can say. He moves his bishop to b3, bishop cross b3 and a cross b3. Now we can see that white has a semi a file open for its look. So you can see that white has profited. Okay, so you can say that white has profited. The next moves are queen c, queen. Sorry. Knight d7. He has developed all his pieces also. Queen e2. Now look. White has completed all its opening tasks. All its three main opening tasks. And at last, it has completed opening. Now you can see all the pieces of white are developed. The rooks are connected. Even the king is safe. Now, From now on, the phase in which we play the game is called as middle game. In the middle game is the most important thing that you have to know about. And I will tell something for the beginners who are watching this video. You must put all your attention in the middle game. Means if you have to train a day for 8 hours or chess, if you play chess for 6 hours, put 1/2 for the beginnings, 1/2 for the endings, and rest for the middle game. That must be the way in which you have to play or train. Okay, in the middle game, you have to see weaknesses and try to put your rook, horses, knights on those weak squares. Like we can put a knight in the weak squares like d5 and b6. Now the second thing that we have to look is we have to attack the pawns. You have to attack the pawns which cannot be supported by other pawns like d6 and b7. Understood? Like d6 and b7. Now, if we have an idea to attack d6, we must exchange its minor defenders. You must know what are the minor pieces. Minor pieces are bishops and knights. You must exchange its minor pieces. And the second thing is that you must attack it with your heavy pieces. Okay. Now let's see how those Nuno did this. Okay, the next move, rook e8, rook f d1, putting pressure on the d6 pawn. Queen c7 protects the d6 pawn. Bishop g5, rook a c8, knight h4 and g6. Now g6 does not allow the knight to go to its favorite position, which is the f5. It continues with g3. Next, bishop f8. Now queen f3 attacking the knight. Bishop g7 protects the knight. Rook d2. Here the main idea of rook d2 is you all will be knowing if you are watching my video that the main idea of rook d2 is to place the rook a1 on rook d1 in the following moves by doubling the pawns, by doubling the rooks in the d5. Okay, the next move of the black's opponent's move was h6. h6 attacks the bishop. Here, bishop could go back or bishop could capture. The Igosmenos decides to capture and not to go back because the f5 the f5 square is protected by the opponent's e5 pawn, and e3 will be a move backward. And by capturing the knight f6 is also reducing one of the defenders of the d5 square. So he captures, knight captures f6, rook a d1, he has doubled rooks, rook c d8, protecting the d6 square, knight g2, because the knight on g4 was not active. So, in order to attack, we must bring all our minor pieces and the main pieces to one place by which all attack at the same point and at last do an aggressive attack. So, the white's move was knight g2, queen e7, knight e3. Now knight has entered the game. Now the knights are controlling the d5 square, which I told is a weak square. By placing your knight permanently on the square, might bring you a big boom. So, but also he wanted to attack. Since attack is one of the main principles, he places after queen e6, he places his knight on c4, attacking the d6 square. Now, white, black, the opponent plays bishop f8, protecting the d6 square, knight d5, knight cross d5, rook cross d5, queen c8, queen d3, bishop e7, and c2. The c3 move was because the white was planning to enter the exchange with the black. So he moved the c3 pawn because as soon as he moves the knight, he did not want that his to lose his c2 pawn. The next move is queen c6, protecting the d6 square, f3, h5, king g2, king f8. Okay, king f8 is big or movement. It is totally a mistake because he had a better move than king f8 was to h4. After h4, the game would have easily continued with g4, king g7, h3, d6, knight cross d6, bishop cross d6, rook cross d6, rook cross d6, queen cross d6, queen d5, and it would be better for black. But he played king f8 and white replied with knight d6, bishop d6, bishop cross d6, exchange, rook captures d6, rook captures d6, rook captures bishop, queen captures d6, check, queen captures d6, and rook captures d6. Now we can see that white has won the exchange by a pawn. Now, at last, the middle game phase is over and we enter the last phase of a chess game, that is the end game. In the end game, the pawns are the most important pieces because a pawn move to the end of the board can become a queen or other heavy pieces. So, the pawns play a most important role at the end game. Since the white has a one pawn advantage, it is better than black. So, in the end game, the game goes like this. Rook e7, king f2. And another important thing in the end game is that we just move our king to the center of the board and help the pawns so that it can it can support the pawns, and with the help of other huge objects like rooks and queens, we must attack the opponent's king and prevent it from going to the center. Here, the rook on d6 on d5 is doing the same thing. It prevents the king from coming towards the center of the board. Okay, and now the game continues with rook c7, king e3, centralizing the king e7, rook b6, rook b7, f4, d cross f4 check, g cross f4, king d8. Now you have seen that king is trying to move away to the center, but it is not. But it is blocked by the rook. So the next move is b4, king c7, rook f6, once again blocking the rook, king d8, h4, not allowing the h5 pawn to come forward, king e7, rook b6, king f8, trying to go this way. Okay, the next move was e5, knight e8, king e4. At last it has reached the center of the board. King f8, f5. The black again enters the exchange, and it was an equal exchange, but the king has moved forward. King g7, e6. Wow, what a beautiful move. And this rook d6 move was also possible. Something you would have not probably exchanged, but gone here, or you could have gone to e7 or c7. Then next move was e6, while the opponent's captures rook c7. Now the king goes back to support the pawns, and rook f7 was not a good move because it allows the kings to reach the pawn easily. Rook c4, king c7 check, king d3, king h7. Now he pushes his pawn as forward as he can. King g7, while king is still blocked. c5, King F7, King C4, King G7, D5, and black once again does the exchange. The A cross B2, B5, and King cross B5, King F7, B4, King G7, Rook B6, Rook F7, and King B6. But now, we are now in the another receiver, the one has a good advantage, and only now we have to be okay. Thank you for watching the last video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like if you have liked my video.